Hokori wants to keep running. The side will put him down, but it only takes the Aegis the Immortal. VP.
Naku, lakad mo to,
Normally.
will enforce your will upon the battlefield today.
Oh,
They actually
3 dire
kept the
heroes
timing
top.
up there.
Hold on. Yeah, what's up with that?
Leaving the Broodmother
You
alone.
never
bottom.
want to try lane against Enigma. I'll tell you that much. But if they can get a first blood, though.
If they can get that, would be worthwhile, and especially if they get it in the hands of Lumiere's Ursa, right? Oh, that touch needed from Gardic. Oracle gets the first blood, and now Tiny will maneuver himself down bottom.
Very free farm in the lane because of the kill. Right?
They want
but
Talbot.
because it's an Enigma versus Ursa, it's a horrible matchup. They're now bleeding on all the lanes, Hokori.
I don't know if they can even kill Tarvo here. I mean, El Misho's dying in the Midnight
Oh, they
Pulse.
can.
Okay, now the Ursa comes in, the Fury swipes, 5 stacks up. There we go, finally. Get on top of that Enigma, but the Eidolons, they've duplicated. Gardic dies to them. Lumiere gonna have to run back to lane. And he's not got really any sustain here.
And Tavo's attributes in that sense. Like, I can't
As
believe he destroyed top lane this hard.
And they've got the arena on Vitali. Spiders
Oh, the
up against
spiders.
the Colosseum. Oh, it feels so good to watch them all die. All that gold flowing into the pockets of Mars. Oh,
KJ. That's
man,
a
he's
lot of
getting-
minus armor. Woo! Get an arena going. They got a blink dagger ready, but it looks like he's walking to Theo first so he can get smoked up.
I mean,
Plus
Sven's
the build.
also
He's
being chased
alone.
down by the Brood. The Tiny's here. Avalanche to slow his retreat. They try and burst him with the Purifying Flames. Sven, is he okay here? He could maybe turn and hit them for some lifesteal, but the False Promise allows that dive under the tier 2 tower. They glyph it up.
Super dive.
Treant's still around, tossed into the air and brought back down to the ground with a third as Analog on a killing spree.
Mom lets him fight, but it's just too greedy. You can only take one of these items normally. Now all his item timings are off. Yeah, he hasn't been able to farm.
Yeah, just kind of doubling down on it. Mars gets an arena into the back. They've
ADR.
also picked off El Misho at the front of the fight. As a decent overgrowth and a blink black hole with the Midnight Pulse down. The
Black
Oracle
Hole.
and the Broodmother
The Oracle.
caught inside. They take down the save and they stun up Vitali, but the Bristleback is still causing them issues. In comes Lion to finish off the Broodmother. Bristle's still going onto the Treant. They want a kill. One single kill is something, anything, but he can't find him. Treant, he just walks away from it. Now Analog, he's the one being whacked down. Burst into the ground,
Oh,
speared
they got
against the
the
tree
spear?
now. And they catch him and kill him. Ursa has to make the
that
run
was-
back, but look at Theo. Theo, he's invis. He steals a bounty rune. Where's my team? I've got a stun, I've got a hex. Mana drain the Ursa. There's an Aegis Ursa, don't forget. So Lumiere can turn and fight this as his team starts to respawn. They toss away the Sven. In comes another Malphus from Tarvo, though. El Misho caught up, and they do turn and
Want the
face off
Ursa.
Lumiere still. They get the Aegis, sure. El Misho dead as well. Now time to disengage. They've spent their spells. They get the 5-man wipe. 6, actually, if you count in the Tiny who respawned as well.
And don't bait your Oracle either. Don't get him
Yeah.
out of position because you're doing something crazy. There it is.
That's-
Here's the
jump
fight.
onto the Bristle. They're going to try and
Gardic.
chance stun him
Oh,
up,
nice
spear him
spear.
against that arena, through the Midnight Pulse as well, and into that
Look at
Sven.
Theo. What the?
They're trying to finish him off. This Bristleback's lasting longer than I expected because he's got that Eternal Shroud, life-stealing of the spell, life-steal. In comes the Enigma, though, with a BKB
Black
Black
Hole.
Hole, catching the Brood and the Bristleback. Adriano finishes off with a God's Rebuke. Brood's still looking pretty healthy, and the Ursa trying to return into the fight, but they've got the stuns onto Vitali. Pops out his little heals with a magic wand and the False Promise. Saves him thanks to Gardic. So Bristle down, ulti's used by
Lumiere's
the
kinda
Radiant.
strong.
Now it's time for Lumiere with his BKB to come into play, and that's the window they can exploit. Lion buys back. Sven has his own Black King buff. Magic Immunity back onto the Ursa Warrior, who enrages, tries to stack up these Fury swipes.
Out of
The
mana.
whip cracked by the Brood, but now the stuns come in. Earth Spike and Stormhammer. Avalanche tried to delay this damage coming into Lumiere. A mana drain with a shard, the Aghanim shard out of Theo. Mana draining the Brood and Magic Immunity for him too. Sven's on the run though. Oh, he's in danger. He turns, he stuns. What can Tarvo do? He throws out a Malefice, but Sven is just going to get hounded by the
got
Brood and
mana.
this Ursa. He's got his
Got a
shard up, he's
blinking
got
one
a
on
blink
Ursa.
dagger, he's going to jump onto the Sven and a double for Lumiere.
It's huge.
They've
And
also
they
got the
3
toss onto
kills.
KJ.
Not a lot of
down.
mana on the Oracle though. Yeah. ADR is pinging Tiny. He's like, we gotta kill this hero if we're gonna go on someone, but be careful of the toss back.
They do Arena. Spear onto Analog. Bristleback about half HP under the Midnight Pulse. In comes the Sven. God's Strength not used yet, though. He's been tossed around, bashed up, and sent back to his tier 4s. A little stun and a suck out of the line. Analog doesn't seem to be bothered too much, but that Spear will put him in an awkward position. But he just is so tanky with Greaves, and you've been mentioning this Oracle always out to make these drastic, hasty plays to try and catch the Oracle, which they do. Guard it. Tossed away. The save from El Micho. It buys time for the Stormhammer. There's the Black Hole. In onto Analog. Inside the Midnight Pulse. It's a beautiful pick off as Lumiere onto Tava, but they got a bit of a heal out onto him. It's a DD Ursa trying to move through the Nature's Grasp. A Ghost Scepter from the Lion cleared through by the Tiny. There's a God's Rebuke back from Adriano and a Spear. Sends the Ursa packing, while Broodmother lurking in the shadows, trying to hunt back onto the Sven. Buy back out from Mars. They lose 3 heroes.
Yeah, he's gonna need a shard, I think, if he ever wants a 5-man black hole, because Hokori is not gonna stack 5 heroes on top of each other.
They gave it to Ursa. Well, he's gonna get those Earth Shocks going, so of course applying the Enrage buff on him is real handy. In we go, Lumiere straight down onto Theo, bursting with the Spawn Spiderlings, and that's your Lion gone for 3/4 of a minute.
On Lumiere.
Bit of lag as Adriano does God's Rebuke the Spiders and misses the Spear on Vitaly, unfortunately. Costabile, he's struggling. He's trying to stick on a target. He'll find the Broodmama with his God's Strength, but Analog, the Ursa, they are into the backlines. Tarvo, solo Black Holes onto the Lumiere Ursa, but he got his Enrage up in time, and he's still holding a cheese. He's still full HP. False promise to save him even further, as if that was needed. Costabile's just going to call GG in the middle of a fight. Hands off the keyboard. All right, boys, Hokori, you've done it. Game 1 victory.
The greed was real in the end, Gary. I mean, SG, they played a beautiful early game. They really did.
Oh, man. This hero has been a little cursed, though. I love the concept, but...
Oh, no. That pick's way too fast. Oh, no.
The Lesh is really good. We were kind of throwing it out there like, guys, Lesh is still in. Lesh is still in.
Slark, so he can't just hit you with the Essence Shift. But Slark, when he pops the Shadow Dance, he's pretty much invincible apart from, you know, the AoE spells. Vitaly gonna get jumped. Big slows.
Popped his very fire.
One more hit. There we go.
Got the first blood. Bottom lane's also having a crack onto Theo. Phoenix. And he does drop to Lumiere. It's got to favor Hokori though, right? Like Lesh in a 1v1 against Slark feels pretty good up top. Jungle time for Lumiere.
Right now.
And they do cast the Enchantress. A little Centaur stomp onto Analog will slow things down a touch, but that Tornado MP clipping onto KJ. They've got an Arena though. Spearing up Gardic. Fiery Spirits from Theo back towards the Invoker. Now they've got Reveal. The sentry's dropped. Jump on top with a dive. They don't have any further invis detection though, I don't believe. Oh, they do. There's a Razor with a Dust. They actually do have a Dust, yeah. Fairy Fire for Analog, not even going to save him. That Spear gives Tarvo a double kill. Bit of his mana burnt, but yeah, they're looking for that Egg Arena play. Hokori very disciplined though. Don't stick around. They know danger is coming over. El Micho. Well, he did stay a little bit too long in that mid lane. Forces the Arena though.
Use dispels. It's completely worth it. You just.
And Lumiere shows top, so they've got to know now as mid lane, El Micho, having all of his mana and damage drained, sorry, there. We've got that Eye of the Storm and a Static Link doing wonders for 4DR. It does feel like El Micho quite often finds himself in these very forward positions. He's in aggressive spots, kind of similar to what we see from Schofield of Beast Coast, right? He's scouting, but if your team isn't around you to follow through, as Tarvo, Arena Spear into Gardic, he could Fairy Fire and Winter's Curse this if he wants to. Onto the Mars he will. Still destroyed by that Sun Ray as Costabile. He's struggling here to stick on Vitaly because of the Pulse Nova and the Edict on him. Turns with a Split Earth, won't land it. Tossed up across. Supernova's down. Costabile is still alive. Oh, the Lesh thought he had him. El Micho trying to toss him onto that kill, but they can't get it.
Try this, Gary. Is this a good idea?
Split Earth lands. Okay. He didn't dodge, hacked or pounce. Shadow Dance, Costabile. He's going to Tornado. Misses. Analog. He whiffs their chance, and now the turnaround potential in. Ice Wall dropped. The Supernova onto Analog's head. Invoker pounced up, Unleashed. He gets a Deafening Blast out there, but yeah, his Invoker's on cooldown. Can he Ghost Walk? Do they have Reveal? Are they going to be able to see him as he tries to slip away here? The dust from KJ. There we go to spot the Invoker. Slark with Aegis. He's struggling to kill him before. Slark straight on the tail of the Tiny. Time to get some of those Essence Shift stacks. He's up at
Another pound.
5 so far, and it's about to be 6.
Get him out of there.
Costabile tossed back. Tiny still alive. Into the arena we go with a spear on Vitali. Impetus shots landing. They're going to burst through Costabile's first life with a nice cold embrace. They save the Lesh for a second, but the Impetus, that pure damage, he's ripping him to shreds. They've got El Micho down. Theo does lose his life, but SG come out strong. A 2-for-1, and Razor wants the third. An unstoppable Adriano, 6-0-3.
Lying there, so holds it. Gets healed right back up by the Ench, and Analog, he needs a little bit more gold for this BKB before they want to fight.
But that ward you mentioned, so good. Oh, unfortunately though, coming in with a spear, Vitali trapped up against the trees and pounced upon the Winter's Curse onto Adriana. The Supernova's still going though. Push back the slot with a deafening blast. Vitali still up and running.
Still alive.
Greaves off cooldown in a few seconds, but now the arena. Talvo, he wants the Lash Rack real badly. Yules himself up, El Micho down as Adriana finds the Tiny. The cold embrace, just delaying that inevitable death of the Lash Rack. And SG
my God,
with a
that is
good couple of kills.
very, very scary.
They have
Hokori.
Battle Trance. Troll with Basher Maelstrom, the toss back Mars into the split earth. Tarbo, Sunstruck. Mars is down. He's going to buy back. SG want in. El Micho, though, stuck there down in the river with a Slark. He's being pounded, and the anti-stacks are building up for Costabile as they'll find... Oh, Adriano dies! He tried to wrap around behind them. His monster kill streak now gone. Tornado onto the Slark. Mars jumps in. Yules up into the Troll Warlord. Doesn't have arena, but a spear will catch out Lumiere, and the Slark and start to go to work. No BKB, no Battle Trance, and no Troll Warlord. Down for 80 seconds. They've lost their Lash and the Tiny, and they've got the Invoker as well. Inside the pounce, the double pounce from Costabile. A double kill, and Roshan cracked wide open as they are 5 heroes alive. Double forces could be the saving grace as El Micho, he's jumped in but misses out on Tarvo, tosses the Slark away. Analog forced to BKB as Vitali just goes jumped and stomped by the Centaur, bashed and killed. Lumiere didn't pop his BKB either, so getting caught up against the side of the arena. They're forced to Tornado and again just run away. They can't face off against this SG side. They haven't really touched on too much. You know, Costabile, the ability to know that vision is around.
Lumiere got netted by the Ench creep.
Oh god, speared as well. Pouncing in, Yulesing him up, diving forward. Theo, he's looking for that Lumiere troll. Oh god, he's gonna have to Battle Trance, isn't he? He's popped his BKB, he's run out of the arena. The Witness Curse holds Costabile in place. El Micho bought enough time for the troll to disengage, but they're going to lose both supports on Hokori. Lashrak also slain, and he doesn't have a buyback. So Melirak's top is done for. Slows things down. But SG really in a perfect position here with Arena back in 5. Tarvo is smoked. And he knows he can pull the trigger to jump straight onto one of these buyback heroes whenever he wants to. Spamming out Ice Wall, Deafening Blast, but there it is. The jump from Tarvo. Misses the spear though. And Lumiere without BKB still going to die. No buyback and gone for a minute and a half. SG have killed off the position 1. Tiny Ghost Scepter, but Mega Creeps are going to start coming. And with a 24k lead, it looks like this one is pretty much just done. The Slark has done work. Costabile has carried the game. Into the fountain we go. Take down the Lash Rack beyond godlike Costabile. And he's on in for everybody else. Adriano with that double kill, and GG's forced out. Game 3, here we come.
Game 3.
That would be nice.
They can do the mid DP
Doom.
and get a good
Just
Solar
Doom.
Crest offlane.
Just Doom and get the Ags, dude. You've got the Grimstroke. He's got the break. Okay.
Alacrity. Alacrity's good. I like it. Just another buff.
Alacrity is good. You're right. So it's offlane DPR. This is fine. This is a good angle also. This is good damage. ADR Invoker.
And Analog killed the Courier mid lane as well, so a nice bit of bonus gold there for Hokori as Adriano just lets him have it. Don't often see that from a melee hero just walking up and killing a Courier like that. But yeah, bottom lane, there's the first blood. KJ, I mean, Juggernaut incredibly low. They were trying to bring Costabile down. Both offlaners having a pretty rough time last hit-wise. But I guess Tarvo, having not died, gonna feel a little better and maybe a kill here. On to Gardic with the Spirit Siphon and the tag team. This pairing straight onto the Undying. I mean, he's soul ripped, he's decayed. Theo probably gonna trade. Always speedy though with the brown boots. Lumiere with another Loosened Beam. Is that enough?
It's not enough.
He doesn't go for it.
It wouldn't be. Best lane, right? He's doing okay. It's gonna feel a bit bad. And I do think El Micho with that TP top, he's done his job, right? He gave the stop, he gave the clarity to the Luna. They got the kill onto the DP because of it.
But Bristleback surrounded by 3. They get in front of him. Trying to get that tag team damage going, and it looks like it is
Heal.
enough. The soul
Heal
rip, the
big.
decay, the turnaround with the quill sprays,
One
the heal
more
with the
quill.
bottle analog. Oh my god, Bristleback, level 4 quill spray. He's gonna go for the triple, is he? Go on, have a go at KJ. Dive him under the tower. A little decay tap there. The quill spray might have gone a step too far forward now as the Juggernaut is chasing him, but a great stun from El Misho.
Enough to take this mid game, and that I think would buy enough time for the Luna to be able to get big enough.
That's kind of what we saw, is it? Well, El Misho under the threat of 3 Radiant Heroes. The Soul Rip heal. Can't really turn and fight. Theo is under the Tombstone, though, and Costa Bill with an Omni Slash. They drop the wall in onto them. The Snowball
That's not doing much.
delays the death of the Tusk. Omni Slash did very little. Yeah, you're right. So he's got to spin and try and run away. But Analog giving chase.
Iron
He's surged
Shell.
up. He's got an Iron Shell on him. Soulbine's going to only land onto the Bristleback, and he's diving past this tier 1. He's going to kill off KJ in a sec. There's the vacuum back in, and Costa Bill drops as well. Tavo, he wants Analog real bad right now. 9 HP, finally dies. The healing wall's going to keep Tavo and Adriano in fighting shape. Oh, a pretty free Jug game. Unless he gets caught here while it's on cooldown. Spin, 2 seconds. Aegis could get claimed. Lucent Beam. Oh, no, they can't do this now, can they? Healing wall's down. Costabile has a spin. They will stun him. In comes Adriano, though. And Costabile not even close to death. Silence the Nyx. Run him down under the tier 2. Easy as you like. This play. I don't know if they've got an idea that the smoke is coming. They will now. Smoke pops, and Theo moving up to high ground.
Another high ground play.
And punch, catching out the Darkseer. But he's got heal and sustain. They'll double silence with the Soul Bind, and Adriano with his BKB just punching into Vitali. They can't back, they can't wall. The Darkseer is dead. The Tombstone's on the high ground, and KJ, yeah, finished off by Gareth, but it is retreat time. Juggernaut, he doesn't have Aegis for much longer. 10 seconds Aegis. If they can chase Costabile down for a bit longer, they could kill him off. Well, Aegis is going to expire soon. Always close, but he does have that second life now. Tavo, though, found by Lumiere. And Hokori, the buybacks, they need it from SG to fight this. They're chasing the Juggernaut back. KJ, he bought back and might be dying. Great shards, though, from Theo. Blocks away the Bristleback. Juggernaut closed in on by the Luna and Nyx. Lucent Beam into Impale. Stun him up. The Omni Slash dodges away from the dangerous stuns and disables. Buyback from Adriano. Under their own tier 2 bottom lane. Analog slain. Garlic tries to stand his ground, and Luna, what are you going to do? Run? Run and hide? Luna, Surge. Can't escape from this one. The cold snap, the stuns. Manta, dodge and run away. The Stroke of Fate doesn't quite catch her. The Sunstrike comes out, and Garlic's dead. Vitali, one more punch from Adriano. Oh, Lumiere, no way. Speedy Lumiere. El Misho did get a snipe in the back, but this Luna needs some help.
She's out.
Juggernaut gives up on it.
El Misho
is an easier one. 4 staffs to high ground. Snowball comes.
Holy shit.
Oh, man.
Okay, where do we
with
start?
the buybacks, though. Play into the triangle. Use that terrain to your advantage. Get the high ground going. It looks like for now they are going to press forwards. EMP does connect. Lumiere attempted a Manta dodge.
They can't lose the tier 3 tower. They cannot afford to lose the tier 3 tower on SG.
Bristleback a little bit stuck up here, but 4 staffed out of there. Pops his Eternal Shroud, slams the Halberd and Lotus Orb to play around with, as well as that cheese. And turns his back to them. Connect, and they glyph their creep wave with catapults, so they'll keep that alive very nicely. Juggernaut onto the Bristleback. He was trapped in a nice little shards there. And an ice wall, going to slow them down a touch. Silence out with a Soul Bind. They do take the Tombstone down with the vacuum back in. The damage, it's not coming from Hokori fast enough. The Omni Slash bounces into them. Garlic taken down by Tavo. The DP with the Exorcism slices through the backlines, and Lumiere is about to lose that Aegis. It was going to be reclaimed soon anyway. Analog pops his cheese. Incredibly tanky, disarms the Juggernaut. Healing ward. Taking it down, and that wall still in place means they can continue fighting here. Jug with the BKB is chasing that Darkseer. A few slices should finish off Vitali. With the spin, he gets the job done. DP also buys back, but they lost the tier 3. Bristleback's still there around the Radiant base. What can you do? Can you TP out of this one? They've got some Lunar Illusions. Tornado clips him. Nyx Assassin coming back in. The Sunstrike lands onto Analog. The Bristleback surrounded by Radiant heroes. Yulesed up. Eternal Shroud. It's not going to be there any longer. There is one up at top. Oh, Darkseer, he thinks he's so safe with a blink punch. Meteor dropped. In we go, and Vitali done. Buyback is ready for the Darkseer. Hokori, though, they've got to snap into action quickly because that level 3 Exorcism pummeling their buildings. Luna can't really defend on her own. They're going to lose Elena Barracks. Healing ward in the back. Can't be focused down by anyone. And they're trying to get in with El Misho. They do get a catch onto Theo. Tusk gone. The Soul Bind, the double silence with the Phantom's Embrace, but the Tombstone dropped in an awkward place. Invoker in Risen, run away. Coast to be away. Spin, TP, nothing to stop it.
It's got a gem too. D-ward everything. Check this high ground here.
El Misho sees everything. Has a gem. Catches the Invoker.
Actually, you didn't see that.
Silence out onto the Bristleback, and Theo snowballs the next assassin. Bristle, he's been soulbound to nothing, and they got a tombstone dropped as well. As Adriano, he puts the meter and definitely blasts towards Gardic, but the Undying just stands his ground and fights. Tarvo forces the El Misho to buy back. Juggernaut inside the wall has to BKB and run away. SG, they have to turn and fight. They're trying to battle with his Lumiere Luna, but back into the wall. The Grieves to heal. Gardic has to buy back now, so 2 support kills and 2 buybacks as SG have spent a lot of their spells. Theo snowballs. They're going to get the Tusk. But now you know there's no Exo. And he's going to try and finish off that Nullifier.
All he has to do is mana burn him 3 times on a 4-second cooldown. So 12 seconds. Let the fight develop. 12 seconds.
This is big. Remember the buybacks.
He's got a blink.
Can't let anybody die here. Next assassin, he can't get away. Already spent all of his spells. The soulbind on the Gardic as well, but they've lost Theo in the back. Bristleback in onto Costabile. Gardic's going to go step and run away, and Lumiere, he's actually joined in. But look at Analog die, sliced by this beyond godlike Juggernaut. Damage out of nowhere. Gardic gets the meatball dropped on him. The little Yules there out of the Stormcrafter, not going to help him. Now, Luna on your high ground yet again. Juggernaut, 70 seconds on the sidelines. Tarvo has board back. Dodging the tornado as the Luna. Focusing tier 3. You're going to have to Manta to get out of the Cold Snap and the Spirit Vessel now. The TP from Coast to BLA. Trying Hurricane Pike back. The Soul Bind with a Snowball. Get on top of the Luna. Lumiere in some trouble now. They need to save her, but it's impossible. Vitali going to try TP home, but not successful. Aeon Disc also popped. So Luna has buyback. Darkseer does as well. They lost a tier 3. They force out, what, Jug and DP buybacks, but it's, I don't know, just... Here come the buybacks, man. This whole day has just been a buyback fiesta, honestly. Everybody just trading buyback for buyback, returning to the fight, trying to drag that top wave in towards mid for Juggernaut to clear out. 2 sets of barracks now, as SG claim the mid lane and swing down to bottom. Darkseer, he can come into this. He's got Vacuum Wall. No refresher orb just yet as the Soulbind send the Sarzes forward. Gardic has to go Scepter himself, but they've still got a Tombstone and the Flesh Golem. Lumiere's got a front line. They back into the wall. The Juggernaut and that Invoker caught in, but Tarvo, Exorcism goes, start flying. Tombstone is dropped defensively, but Invoker's stunned up. They chain disabled him. KJ nearly dead as well. The Yule's on the next assassin, still trying to chase forward and on to this. Juggernaut, Coast to Field nearly dead. The Juggernaut needs to get out of here. There is no way SG can lose this hero. He does manage to slip away. No. The Eclipse, Omni Slash, backing onto the creeps. Ghost Scepter from the Undying, though, buys the time they need to turn and slay the Juggernaut. Dead for 2 minutes. Hokori have a chance.
Had that second Eclipse up.
Yeah, good shout. And they're going to go tier 4s. They know there's 80 seconds with no Juggernaut. Tombstone out from Gardic. They've silenced them up. But DP, these glaives are bouncing onto you. Needs to play forward here and try and get the Shivers Guard out as well. They glyph up the towers, so back we go towards the barracks instead. And that first BKB from Luna spent with the refresher orb you said. Eclipse is ready. Definitely blasting that radial form. AoE spam them out. Inkswell in from Theo the Core with a Soulbind in, but the Vacuum Wall. Here we go. In with the Eclipse, and Luna just shreds through KJ. Poor Theo as well. His BKB is going to wear off, and the right-click damage in from the Bristleback takes him down. Adriano tries with a refresher plays, but it's nowhere near enough. That's game over. DP claims the Luna's life. The Luna, the Darkseer, the Undying have died to Tarvo. Analog will claim the life here at the Death Prophet. Grimstroke respawns and buys back. The throne is still standing technically. I think Analog should be able to finish the job as El Misho has returned to the Radiant base. Bristleback and Nyx Assassin will take down that one building that matters most, and GG called.
No way, what a game.
Luna did it.
It got a little scary there at the end. I'm like, wait, is the Juggernaut almost alive?